Watching these flows, if you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel Salone. They showing me love in my city. Yeah, ain't saying hippies. Women like me, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jaws. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Break the high. 180. Come on, dude. Switch. Break the high.
They start the drive with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run, Cook, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, it's Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive, maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Watch the edge. Check 99. Check 99. We're going to 54. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, here we go. Mike, 5-4. I got one. Whip. Watch the whip. Alert 3. Under. Big edge. Check 26.
On second down now, it's Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 63 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check.
To throw is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Right here. Kill.
On 3rd down, Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 55's my guy, 55. Hey, pick your game up.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-lineman, you play the run. Linebacker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Under 10, 10. Check 31, check 31. Switch.
We're going to 54.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. They run again on first down. Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
We got this. My spot forward. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. A first down throw for Cousins. Lets it fly for... And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run for it with Cook. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. A toss to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On now the former Cowboy kicker, Dan Bailey. Bailey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Prescott to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain there of 30 big ones. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball, I'm about to make a big play.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
We're going to 53. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. To throw is Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
Here we go, 46. 54, nothing. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go. Hey, watch Sam. Check, Mike, 54.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. On first and 10, Cousins. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anderson Dejo, and he is all the way up past the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 27. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On third down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. Now Cousins on fourth down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith, and the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just some
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Now Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
27, 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Done. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On first down, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Bring up 48. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, can. Go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
That was a good play. An incompletion, that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
21 yards. First down, Vikings.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Gun.
Now Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from the 20. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
That's complete to Cobb. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Don't get nervous. Right there.
We're going 47.
54 Mike.
26.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Cook running right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Yeah.